This is the whole kit, everything that you get all at once. You've got your packet of paper, enough papers to make the signatures, your pre-made cover, your fabric strips, bits of lace, beads and baubles, and washi tape samples. It's a fun little kit to put together and make your own signatures and put it together in your own way. This is what the cover that you will receive looks like. It's been sewn, so it is together. This is the front and the back. So it will fold together. To make the cover of the dream journal. You'll get that. And then all of your little goodies, your laces, your fabric strips, your beads and baubles. So you'll get 2 washi samples. Each of these is between 10 to 12 inches long. There's the yellow. It says no drama llama, live, laugh, love. And then there's the pretty yellow flowers. And if you're a true junk journaler, you can even do something with the tag. And on the other one, these are 2 bumblebee prints and another just kind of, it's like a little paper print sort of. It just always looks nice in the journal. So those are the 2 washi samples. And with your with your ribbon pack, you'll get all these nice little ribbons. This is, I don't know if this is real leather or not. It's probably not, but it feels like leather, looks like leather, so we can pretend. These 4 are nice long ribbons that you can use to, in mine that I made, I am actually doing the binding with the ribbons. And those are long enough to do that if you would like. And there's a few little strips of lace and edging in here. There's some more lace. This is hard to tell in this light, but this is a very, very pale yellow lace. It's really pretty. And then this has a little tea dye there on the edge. And then you've got this little strip of lace. And these strips, some are just a couple inches long, some are 6 inches long. This one's a little longer. This one's about 10 inches long. Then I've got a nice piece that you can make a pocket with if you would like. And then some nice texture pieces that you can put on there. This one is really pretty in the light. It's like a coppery color. It's so pretty. I've got some yellow and little cute dangly bit there. That's fun. Pretty gold flower. There we go. That's the front. Oop, stuck to my thumb. And there's another textile. Some little yellow edging. These are fun to put on the edges of pages or tags. Little yellow. It's just a part of an old seam, but it looks so cute with these sunflowers. And a strip of gold fabric. And then with your textures, we have little, I think this is an iron-on. The back feels like an iron-on to me, so I think it's an iron-on. And then just some little fabric strips for fun to add in here or there as you need them. You can see there's little designs on those. There's a brown fabric strip. This little guy. Just little pieces of fabric that are fun to make tabs on your pages, or little ruffles. You know, whatever you want to do. This one's actually big enough. You could make a nice pocket out of that one if you wanted. And this is probably your largest piece. Well, this is your largest piece of fabric. It's about 4 by 9. And your bits and bobbles that you get. Let me just lay them out so you can see all of them. We've got some beads and some buttons. Just little bits of fun that you can add to your journal. You'll receive enough paper to put together all of the signatures that you will need to make this journal, plus a couple extra loose singles. You'll have a few pictures in here, some old 5 and dime stamps. This is an envelope. This is a postcard from, let's see what date that is. Can't read it. It's from Germany though, but I can't make out that date. Maybe your eyes are better than mine. It is pretty old, I know that. A piece from a date book. And then this is just a piece of lined coffee dyed paper. This is another old envelope. You will have to be delicate with these envelopes. They are pretty old. Page out of a little itty bitty book. Blank paper. There's another paper. So all of these, here's a tea bag. All of these will be just folded in half to make your signature pages. This is a printout of an old masterboard of mine. There's some more. And I love this. Let me see if I can open it for you. I love the pictures in this. It is the sweetest little book. So I've got that. This is from an old guest book. An old receipt, 1944. Well, half of an old receipt. I took the other half and put it in the journal that I assembled completely as an example. Piece of graph paper. This is from a construction table book or some kind of table book. Page from an herb book. Page from an old ledger. Page from a fairy book. I loved this book and I am almost out of pages. Page from a children's book. This one opens up. There we go. Copy dyed paper. This is a half sheet copy dyed paper. That's the other half. And then there's some various blank pages that you'll get in here. And almost done. Page from an old arithmetic book. There's more coffee dyed paper. Actually, this isn't coffee dyed paper. This is what is it? I don't even know the name for this. The page that is right before the book. You know, this was half of it was glued on to the inside of the book cover, and then this is the other half. This is from a book that I took apart. Piece of old school paper. You get an Edith Holden page. Piece of sheet music. Page out of the Greg Shorthand book. Page out of the, is this the Spanish or the French? I believe this is the French dictionary. I think I'm giving you a couple pages here of that one. some Citrusol National Geographic paper, and then these are pages just out of an old book that I had. I'm sure we might even recognize some of the names in this story if we read it well enough, from the art doll creators. But this yellow, it looks great with the journal cover. This is from a magazine. You'll see the date on here, 1960. This is from an old hymnal. This is a pretty fragile page, so you're probably going to want to reinforce this with washi tape or fabric. Page from an old coloring book. This is another page from that art doll book. Isn't she gorgeous? I wish I had the patience and creativity to make art dolls. So those are the pages that you will get to make your signatures. When you put your journal together, you will end up with a journal that's approximately 5 by 7 inches, and it's about an inch across in the spine. So your journal put together will look like this, and then of course you'll have whatever kind of binding you choose to do. When you put all of the pages together, you will have enough for a full journal. So there is plenty here for you. And what I did with mine is I actually took all those pages and put them together into 4 separate signatures. And then because I'm going to do a ribbon binding, I am putting one signature inside another. And then, so I'm going to end up with 2 large signatures, and I'm going to slide them in the ribbon that way. And that's just one way that you can do it. And what I did on mine, I don't do this very often, but I did on this one. I just ran it through my sewing machine on the largest stitch mine goes to. I think it goes to 4.5 is the setting. And that helps it be nice and flat. So that is what your journal will look like when you put it together.